Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Jay
and Mark's weekly briefing. Thank you guys so much for joining us again. So we have some juicy tea to start. Miss Everybody Loves Miss Cardi B files for divorce.
Yo,
what do you think?
I like the honestly, like, there's so many of us that saw it coming. A few of us were just like, okay, her allegations are that they were always arguing.
Yeah.
However, I think we both can agree that we've all seen the evidence of Offset's infidelity, and she's always said that she's gonna set a strong example for her daughter, so she doesn't stand for that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, good for her in the sense of if she's standing up for what's right. I hope that she's not covering for him as so many women do in the end because, you know, they want to save face for their child in the end. They don't want to, like, slander baby daddy. I get it. But I hope that it was, you know, what she said, and, you know, irreconcilable differences. They can't get along and goodbye.
You know, that's all I can say about that.
Okay. And speaking of craziness, I tuned in last night. For you guys that follow me on IG, you can see it on my IG highlights, to the Emmys.
He covers all the award shows, all of them. So tune in, follow him.
Mr. Mark Black. So basically, it was a snooze fest, guys. It was not anything really great. You know, the only difference, I guess, from the saving grace as far as the VMAs being virtual and then versus the Emmys is, like, you have performances. You have, you know, I feel like they could do the Grammys virtually, whereas if you try to do the Oscars virtually, it's going to be a shit show again. It's too...
Unless they go into, like, remember that year, I think it was Ricky Gervais, and they had, like, musical numbers just popping up out of nowhere. What's that, Wayne Brady?
Well, they usually do every year highlight the performances for people that do Best Song. So they let those people perform for Best Song. But even so, it's like 5 performances total for the night. No. But, like, over it.
No.
So,
Not
you
enough.
know... I will say, you guys want to know what happened, just tune into my IG Live. You can skip through the videos and watch it real fast instead of the almost like 5 hours that I spent between the red carpet and the whole show. So hop on over to that. And while we skip on over, speaking about people skipping on over, okay? Miss motherfucking Aunt Becky, okay?
Oh my God, the nerve of this trick.
She put in a request through her lawyer to serve in a certain medium security prison that is located conveniently extremely close to her California home. So, you know, King James, Mr. LeBron, you know, commented on it and said, you know, I wish that we were afforded this many luxuries to, like, request things. And you know what I have to say to that? Hashtag preach. Because this is a load of shit. Honestly, that's all it is. There's just a crock of shit. I said it in the last video where I was like, you know, when she got sentenced, I was like 2 months was nothing. And I feel like they was going to do some bullshit where she does a month and then gets out early for good behavior and blah, blah, blah. A prison overcrowding.
And let me tell you, the fact that this prison is so close to her house, the first thing I think about is like a cartoon where, like, yes, technically she's supposed to be in prison, but she's really serving her time at home. And since they're so close, they can easily transport the bitch if anyone ever needs to physically see her inside of a jail cell. And it's like, I don't put it past anyone to do shit like that. But moving on to the next thing, talking about surprises. Oh my God, Chrissy Teigen. She accidentally spills the beans about her new baby's gender. Baby number 3, Mark.
So we know now.
That's it. We all know now.
Congrats,
and
girl.
Talking about things that we know now. TikTok.
We still got it. We still got it, y'all. We still got it. They claim that he who shall not be named approved a sale to Oracle, which is a US-based company or whatever the fuck. But
check that company.
Legit, I'm sure
Let's
he
make
has.
sure that he's not making money.
Okay, I'm sure he has some ownership in some shell bullshit. But honestly, you know what, guys? We're gonna try and keep it light for you. So we are going to throw it to our cooking video break for y'all, and stay tuned and come back for some more freshness from us.
See ya.
All I got is bread going through my head when I go to bed. Bread, 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 bread. Scream, let's get this 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 bread. I scream, let's get this bread. Move like the walk.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Thanks for sticking around. So jumping right into our new shows, old shows, second chance shows of shows. Jay finally got a chance to check out the home edit. What'd you think?
Oh my god, I loved it. I'll tell you what, there's some parts of it that are kind of like cheesy and corny and whatnot, but I definitely have spent at least $50 in like home organization products since watching the show on Amazon. So
okay, girl, watch that show. Will have you breaking the bank. So watch your wallet if you watch that show. The show that I got to check out was Girlfriends. I know everybody was excited to see it out there. So trying to keep it tight and trying to keep it right. I will say that in our culture of like finding things to tear apart, the one thing as a gay person watching this was that it kind of highlights how there's like, you know, that rampant kind of homophobia within the Black community. The only Black male character that's featured on the show regularly uses terms like sissy and fruit and this kind of thing. So I just want to point out that if we want to put that microscope on every show, we can. I am not. And I am saying that I still love Girlfriends as a gay person that watched it and could be offended. I still thought it was a good show. I am sad that it ended so abruptly because it happened during the writer's strike of 2008. So they literally just end the show on like a shitty note of like, they were building up to the main character, Tracy Ellis Ross character, Joan, getting married. And like, it just like ends like episode 13 and there's nothing else.
But this gives way for more Girlfriends in the future, which I don't put it past them. You know?
Let's hope, because I did love the show.
Hope.
And I hope that they find a way to bring Tony back in, because the character of Tony that was Joan's best friend that they were like bitchy all the time ends up leaving after the 6th season, the series. So then like, you know, whatever. But the dynamic is what made the show. So I will say that.
And talking about dynamics, moving on to the next show, I caught on to The Duchess. It's this Katherine Ryan show on Netflix. And it basically talks about her life. And it's pretty cute. I tried to tell Mark about it, but he already knew about all of this. He was like, girl, I've been knowing about her. I
do have a penchant for like going on Facebook and Facebook videos in like the comedy section and getting lost for hours. So I tend to see like a lot of like lesser known comics and whatever. So I saw stuff that she did like 5-6 years ago, like whatever, where she was just talking about this experience that she had that she based the show on. But because of Jay's review, I did check it out, and I just finished the first episode and it was hilarious. Definitely worth a view, and I think Jay would agree. You guys should definitely check it out.
Yes, another show that you should not check out, however, is Sing On, hosted by Tyrus Burgess. Is it Burgess or Burris? I don't know.
Titus.
But Titus. Hosted by Titus. And let me just tell you, I'm not a fan. I don't like the whole sequence of like how they determine that this person is hitting the notes. Yeah. Don't get me wrong though. Some of these people are not hitting the notes and it's clear. But that aside, it's just like, how are you determining that based on hitting these notes you're getting this amount of money? It's cute. The whole concept is kind of
so I'm going to reserve my review because I do actually know somebody who's going to be on an episode. So I want to see at least the episode that she's on. I'm not going to mention her yet. I want to watch it first and make sure that I'm not going to...
Yes, and then let's feature her.
Okay, and just in case I don't love it, plausible deniability. Okay, so we will check that out. We will let you guys know. But for this week's show, we wanted to end with a tribute to our fallen soldier, RBG girl. I know so many of us were devastated with this loss because she was so important for, women's rights specifically, but also LGBT rights, civil rights, just equality in general. And she will be sorely missed. I think the biggest blessing is, as they say in the Jewish community, there's a saying of like, the people that die on the new year or the eve of are like blessed. They were given a whole year. So congrats to her for that, in that sense, for that blessing.
I didn't know that. That's beautiful.
We will miss you sorely, RBG. And with that, we love you guys so, so much. Thank you guys for tuning in again. And we hope to see you guys next week.
Subscribe, guys. Subscribe, comment, share, and follow. Take care.